Charlotte, thank you for coming and talking to us today.
That's okay.
As you know, we wanted you to come and just talk about your experience of how you're feeling, but also how the service has benefited you. So can you tell us, first of all, how you prepared for your treatment?
At the group? Or
yeah, well, just from the point of diagnosis to kind of where you are, how have you prepared for that? What have you done?
Yeah, I think I changed my diet quite a lot and sort of started eating what I call sort of real foods that haven't been changed or processed and that kind of thing. I was very wary of eating anything that I felt was bad for me. That was at home. And then coming to the group, obviously, sort of from an anxiety point of view, that definitely helped me, because I really didn't think, I'll be honest, I really didn't think that the group would do much for me. But I think it was more of a mindset thing for me. I was very, very nervous about having the hysterectomy, basically. The diagnosis wasn't as bad as the thought of having the hysterectomy. But coming to the group has helped me sort of process that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in terms of coming to the group, when you were first spoken to about coming to the group, what were your first thoughts about that?
I was quite surprised, and I was quite touched that someone reached out and called me and suggested coming, and told me all about it. And the fact that it wasn't at the hospital probably encouraged me a little bit more, because I don't really like going to the hospital, and that you think of that as more of a medical thing. But it was a really nice, I think it was Jade that rang me initially. Yeah. Just very, very friendly, very sort of informal chat. Sort of said, I'll be there to meet you myself when you come. And the fact that it was here as well, really helped. And it was, I was sceptical that it would help me, but at the same time, I thought it was nice that someone had reached out, which was lovely, yeah.
And what impact do you think the Macmillan Prehabilitation Service has done to support you?
Hugely. I mean, from the day I came here, I just felt really welcomed, smiley faces, nobody kind of judging me or asking questions. I mean, I don't mind saying what my issues are or whatever, but illness. But just really friendly people, and who just want to help in so many ways. I was surprised. Obviously, early on, I didn't know at the time, but it was the first group. But early on, I was really surprised at the amount of people there are to help. From somebody to help him with the diet, the trainer, a physio, the therapy. I was quite surprised at that and thought that was a really good thing. Yeah.
And how prepared did you feel going into your treatment, going in for your surgery?
I felt a lot more prepared coming to the group. I mean, from the very first time I came to the group, my mindset had changed. Just coming once, my mindset had changed. I felt probably more mentally stronger initially, and then more physically stronger. After just 4 sessions, I felt physically stronger. Just people to give me, all of you gave me advice, and, the relaxation class we did, which definitely, I was definitely doing those just before my surgery. But in every, so mentally, physically, emotionally, I just felt just stronger, which did surprise me. And, people that know me, that had seen me before I came to the group and after, were basically saying, it's really doing you a lot of good, we can see. And that it's had a really positive impact. Yeah, definitely.
And you did say kind of earlier on in the conversation about how coming here has been really good because it's away from the hospital and you don't understandably like going to hospital. So how was your stay in hospital? How was that for you?
The stay in hospital was very good, actually. I can't believe how friendly and lovely all the nurses were. Obviously, no one wants to be in hospital, but I was really, really taken care of. And, you know, I had people checking on me every half an hour, even through the night. And then it was every hour. But, the nurses just so, you know, everyone from the people that were the porters moving me around, even a cleaner that came in and cleaned and was friendly, the people that would bring you tea and coffee, and everybody was really, really friendly. The only negative thing, it was really hot. It was the 10th of May, and it was that really hot weekend, and the heating was blaring out right next to the bed. But apart from that, I think I was so sort of delirious anyway, it didn't really matter. But yeah, they were lovely, really, really lovely. Yeah.
Good. And that's really positive to hear. It's lovely to hear that, you know, patients are having a positive experience prior to going into hospital, also whilst they're there as well, because it's a really difficult time, isn't it? You're understandably nervous, apprehensive, heightened level of anxiety because you don't know what to expect. So to know that you've had a good experience.
Yeah, I mean, I'd only ever been in hospital once when I was about 14. I had my tonsils out. So, yeah, very different. And, you know, I know that the hospital isn't the newest and up to date, but the staff are it's the nurses that make it, really. Yeah, definitely.
And so since you've had your surgery, do you feel that the Macmillan Prehab team have been able to continue to support you? And if so, how? What have they done to support you?
Definitely. I think I've had a couple of phone calls since I've been home. And I know you all said, you know, as soon as you get home, email us and let us know you're home, safe. And I did that. And, definitely had a couple of phone calls, just making sure I'm okay, no sort of stress about coming back, but just to make sure I'm okay. And some of the literature I had as well, eating well and, exercises I can do and just little tips really. But yeah, I've honestly looked forward to coming back to the group.
Because obviously you are going to come back. We have it's a prehabilitation service.
And then
the rehabilitation afterwards. So how does it make you feel knowing that there's something to support you after the treatment?
I would have been quite sad if I hadn't had the chance to come back after. Because that's what it's all about, isn't it? Getting through it and being here and to come back. So, I'm pleased that I can come back after. And, I've spoken about this as well, that if anyone else wants to ask me, if anyone else is having the same operation and, they want to talk to me, they can, because I think I was the most nervous person. I mean, going into the hospital to have surgery was a big thing for me. Definitely, and it's also changed, my mindset. I bought an exercise bike, which haven't been on since the operation, but I was going on that. I wouldn't say every single day, that wasn't true, but most days, probably 5 out of 7, I was going on the exercise bike at home, even, just sort of, even if it was just 10 minutes, just to get me
it's
breathing.
It's about continuing what you've learnt here with us, isn't it?
Yeah.
That then transferring to what you do outside of here, because once you work for 2 hours is only a relatively short amount of time, isn't it? So it's about moving that forward and having that mindset to be able to do things outside of the group.
Definitely.
Well.
And I'll keep that, obviously when I finish my sessions here, I'll keep that going, definitely.
So that's changed your mindset for the future in terms of continuing.
Yeah. And, I think anyone that's going into any kind of surgery needs to be stronger. It's not just about, it definitely would help the recovery time, and it definitely helps. I know one of my issues was my oxygen levels, and I know they improved in the time I came here. You've got to be physically fit. And for me, having abdominal surgery, you realise that you need to use other parts of your body to move around.
Yeah.
You need to have stronger legs, you need to have stronger arms. So all of that definitely helped in the 4 weeks leading up to the surgery, yeah. Definitely.
So that's some good advice that you've just given there about people getting active before surgery. Do you have any advice for anyone in a similar position thinking about attending the prehabilitation service, attending here, but is unsure?
Oh, I'd really, really encourage people to come. And it's a bit like me, I wouldn't step into a gym before, that was a no-no, but I'm more likely to do that now. And I think people don't have to think, oh, they're coming to a gym and have all the gear and all the outfit or whatever. But I think I would really, really encourage people. And again, if there was somebody that was a bit nervous coming in, I'd be happy to chat to them or go and pick them up in my car. Or I think it's so beneficial. I honestly feel that coming to the group really, really helped me. It really helped me so much, and hopefully will continue to help me. It's quite surprising that there isn't these groups all over in every town. My sister-in-law's just had surgery for breast cancer. There's nothing like that where she lives in Exeter. And my sister had breast cancer, and she's clear now, but there was nothing like that for her, and she's local. And I think it can only be a good thing, and the groups are small. Sometimes we've had virtually one-to-one, which has been good. And then there is a chance to talk to other people, but you don't have to. You don't feel, it's not, in some ways, I think, if I'm honest, I thought it would be all sitting around a circle, a bit like an AA meeting or something, and it's not at all, and you can sit and have a coffee and a chat afterwards, or if you don't want to, you can go. And this environment here, it's not in a town, it's out the way, it's quite nice. Even when we do the exercises, we can look out the window and there's trees. And, it's a great environment here, it really is. And it's a shame it's not in every town, I think.
I guess just to kind of wrap up, really, so thank you very much for your time. What do you feel has been the most beneficial thing to you? And I guess following on from that, what have you enjoyed most?
Oh God, it's hard because the exercise is definitely physically beneficial, but the chats that we've had and relaxation sessions equally. So yeah, it's a whole package. Yeah, and the start. I don't want to call you guys staff, but the Macmillan team have just been really supportive. And I think, if I'd been in a bit of a state and I wanted someone to chat to, I know that I could have done that. I don't think people do reach out enough. And everybody knows Macmillan. I mean, for years at work, we did lots of fundraising, and never, ever did I think that I would need to use it. You don't. I've cooked a lot of cakes and eaten a lot of cakes, a lot of coffee mornings. And not just the annual, we did a lot. We used to do raffles. We used to do raffles at work, cycle to work days. We used to do lots and lots of things to support Macmillan. And you don't think you're going to use it yourself, but it's definitely, it needs more financial support, I think, and I think, again, I'm probably more likely to do a lot more. I'd like to do some fundraising. I think that's great. And it's a whole package, to be fair.